Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Quite Drafty Podcast. We've almost made it to double figures. That is quite remarkable.
Shocking.
I am Pex, and joining me, as always, we have Jay.
Hello.
Ollie.
Hello there.
And Sef. Hello. So this is a podcast in which we draft things. We snake draft back and forth. This week's topic was chosen by Sef.
Yep, this week we're drafting satisfying sounds. Oh, is there anything that I could love more in life than just a good sound? Just a good sound at the right moment when it really hits the spot.
Oh yeah, who doesn't like a nice noise?
Love a good noise.
Only a good noise, though. There are many bad noises out in the world.
I'm a bit worried that you guys might have picked some noises which are anti-satisfying sounds, dissatisfying sounds, if you will.
There may be some people who have very different interpretations of what noise is satisfying, though, because some people are like, oh yeah, this thing really gets me, and some people are like, oh god, no, to all sorts of sounds. So it'll be very interesting to see if we have got some overlap or anti-lap, as it may be.
We're just over here making up words today. I'm loving it.
Yeah, well, isn't it satisfying to be able to make up words?
Ayo.
Right, I believe, as is tradition, we need to shuffle the board. We have begun in Jop's order, Jay, Ollie, Pex and Sef. For our satisfying sounds draft, how many times should I be hitting the shuffle button?
6 satisfying sounds.
There are 6 satisfying sounds, so 6 satisfying shuffles seems appropriate. So I'm going to hit that shuffle button. We've got once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Pex, Ollie, Jay, Sef. And I finished at the end of the order.
Oh no.
Sef, Jay,
the first
Ollie,
one again.
Pex.
It's rigged.
Sef always
this
is
isn't allowed.
first. I always feel like I'm right down the order unless I don't want to be. I should have started this one by claiming I really didn't want to be first. That would have been the move.
What are the
Once again, I find myself in first.
Yep, you do find yourself in first. Go on, Sef.
All right, well.
Start us off strong.
I picked the theme. I picked the draft here. I'm in first place. Life is good. I'm going with a sound that I think maybe you guys might have picked just to get it safe on my board. I'm going to go with the THX Deep Note. I'm not sure if you remember going to the cinema and hearing that sound that starts as that untuned, massive oscillators, 30 different sounds, all tuning together over 30 seconds to the beautiful, expansive
it sort of rumbles
sound.
up into a sort of slightly higher pitched than the original set of noises, but it levels out really nicely, if I remember right.
It is beautiful.
Not the one I thought you were referencing. I was thinking about the childhood one, which is everything is fine, and you're sitting there innocently, and suddenly the loudest thump you've ever heard in your life happens.
Oh no, not that
and it
one.
scares the that's the one I thought. I was like, what?
This one. I'll put it in the chat for you to have a listen.
Yeah, no,
Put it in
I know the one
when
you're like going to the cinema and they've got like the screen and it's all like into like this whole that's a good one. Very satisfying.
It's like a swarm of bees.
I loved Ollie's rendition of it as well. Like a wah.
You're gonna hear so many sounds this episode. They're gonna be so inaccurate to the source material, but they'll be accurate to my heart.
I am looking forward to them. I feel like we should just do a special edition version, which is just Ollie's versions of each of these sounds.
Yes, I'm up for it. Let's go.
That's going to be the post-show reel.
Yep, it'll be
Ollie
like
creates
the
every
George
song.
Lucas edition of the Star Wars trailer from all those years ago. We'll just get the Ollie edition.
Yes.
So that's my
I'm
first
ready.
pick.
Let's
the
do it.
THX Deep Note. It's got synthesizers. It's got just everything. This massive sound all at once, from disharmony, from chaos to order. It tingles your brain. Like, you know how you have people used to like pretend to crack an egg on your head and do the whole thing where it makes your brain tingle, or like those weird head massager things. I get that effect from listening to this. It's just a good time.
I think it helps that you usually listen to it when you're in the cinema, which means it's like a full surround sound, full body experience.
They actually have updated it a few times to include more individual notes and to make it in surround.
Nice.
What a wonderful first pick. And on to Jay's first pick of the Satisfying Sounds draft.
I mean, before I pick my first pick, I just want to say I've been practicing a satisfying sound of silence. I wanted to see how long in this episode I could go without saying anything. And I'm pleasantly surprised I made it this far. My first satisfying sound is going to be a clicky keyboard. We're talking one of the really solid keyboard keys that when you type, it sounds majestic, especially if you can type quite quickly.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're getting
Seth may be demonstrating some clacky keyboards, but what was that? It sounded almost like a cricket or something for a second.
You're getting feedback from getting electronics too close to your... Yeah, it's just like buzzing.
It's buzzing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
if you put it too
loud.
close, it buzzes.
I won't do that. That is not a satisfying sound. I apologise. I apologise specifically to
our
you, Pex,
listeners'
doing the
poor paws ears. And yeah, Pex particularly.
I'm going to have to work some of my magic. Right. Yes, clicky keyboards, very satisfying sound. I bought a clicky keyboard when I got my computer because I love the noise of a clicky clacky keyboard. It's wonderful.
It's a satisfying sound to make as well. Not just to hear, but to make it. You're like, ooh.
It's like with keyboards, people get very specific about the sound and about the feel of a keyboard, and they have different words to describe different sounds of keyboards. My personal favourite is a thocky keyboard. Keyboard with a thock.
Yeah, that's a good one. Very entertaining.
Well,
that's another
that
one off
is
my list already gone. So
yeah,
Dang.
that was on my list as well. I think I have a feeling there will be quite a bit of overlap on these lists, but let's see if we're going to carry on this theme of knocking things off each other's lists. Ollie.
My satisfying sound is distant expletives. Just somebody in the distance going, oh, shit. My favourite thing in the world. It's so good because it's not your problem. If it's a sibling or a friend, even better, particularly if you've set something up for them to like knock into, like you've put like a bucket of water on the top of the door and you're in a different room in the house and you hear them opening it and you hear the distant chaos that
the distant
nothing
part
better.
is doing some heavy lifting here.
Oh yeah, no, if it's in the room, no, not interested. That's not as fun. Distant. It has to be distant because then it's like, if you're in work and you hear somebody going, shit, down the corridor, you're like, ha, someone's having problems, and it's not me. Yes.
The bucket of water plan there sounds remarkably like a series. Was it Home Alone, the not Christmas series?
Yeah, that's got some good distant, Kevin McAllister must be in a distant room and can hear the chaos happening and can hear them yelling and screaming and getting burned and getting their
Yeah, and because it's a Christmas movie, they can't broadcast the distance expletives, but they're definitely there.
Yeah. But imagine just sitting in your room in the attic and hearing somebody down in the basement going, yow! So satisfying.
That would probably make a good comedy sketch, just a person in the cupboard. The whole movie from Kevin's perspective.
That would be so good. But yeah, there you go. That's my first satisfying sound.
That is brilliant. That's a very satisfying sound. And speaking of comedy skits, my first satisfying sound has to be the sound of laughter. I love a laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh is a very satisfying sound. Whether it's on your own, whether it's with somebody, whether it's in a group, laughter is infectious, it's contagious, and it is always a delight. So laughter is the first Pex pick of the Satisfying Sounds draft.
That's a real solid one.
That is a really solid one.
Nothing better than you're chatting with your friends and you say something and you're like, I'm trying to be funny, please laugh, and then they laugh and you're
Please
like,
laugh.
Yes. It worked, thank God.
Is this every laugh? Because there are some laughs
I'm not talking about like pointed laughs. I don't want laughs at people's expenses. I'm talking the like laugh that is contagious, infectious, you know.
A good hearty laugh.
Yes, a proper hearty laugh.
Out of curiosity, does anybody play with laughter? Because I feel like when you watch certain series or movies, for example, the Batman series, do you ever try like a Joker laugh at home? Just, you know, a deep laugh or a high laugh, or just like, you know, like throw the voice around a bit?
I thought you were going in a very different direction there. I thought you were about to tell us that you watched the Batman movies with canned laughter, just inserted at random points, which I am here for. That sounds so much better than watching the actual films. Watching it with canned laughter.
Movie night.
That would be so good, actually.
We'll
I
add
want to
this
do
to
that.
the mustache game that Sef has recommended previously on the pod.
Do we have to set it up with like a soundboard so we have to press the canned laughter?
Yeah.
Maybe we set it up on a timer so that just at random points get a laugh track.
Random intervals. Oh, that would be
You just
really,
got Christian
really
Bale looming like menacingly, and then just like halfway through him talking, it's just ha ha ha, canned laughter style. Mwah, that would be so good.
Oh, well, that was my first round pick. And because we snake draft here, I also get the first pick of the second round. But I tell you what, before I take this pick, I'm just going to need to open my next beverage. So... Oh, that's a satisfying noise.
That is a satisfying noise.
So my second round pick is opening a can of drink.
Incredible. That's a good.
Another one from the list. Excellent sound choice. Excellent
Because
choice.
we are an audio-only podcast, what you won't have noticed there is that Pex has moved to one side so that you didn't get the potentially dissatisfying slurp sound. Very tactfully done.
I am always thinking of our listeners.
Consummate professional, of course.
Always, even when he's not recording.
I genuinely think that opening a can of drink is also one of my favourite items of Foley work to do. It always sounds so nice.
Hard to mess up unless you do something particularly stupid, like drop the drink.
Yeah, if you drop it all over your, I don't know, say laptop screen or something like that, it's very frustrating. It can get sticky.
It does need to be like a fizzy drink, right? Because
yes,
it needs to be carbonated. Yeah,
the crack, the push through of the tab as two separate sounds, and then you've got the fizz afterwards.
Oh yes,
love it.
Quality noise. Right, Ollie, your second round draft pick.
Ooh, excellent. Okay. My next pick is going to be the sound that a thunder sheet makes. And thunder sheets are those big, like, things of metal that you wobble them back and forth, and they make that, like, wah 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 sound. I can't
brilliant.
make it, but it's a really perfect sound. We love
That
it.
is a really hard sound to make.
It is a really hard sound to make. But,
I'm
like,
looking
you
forward
can
to
get the same effect with, like,
rendition.
a sheet of plastic. So, like, you know how you get plastic folders sometimes? You can, like, wobble it. But it's better with metal. I don't think I have any sheets of metal in my house. You may be
What if I should
surprised
just
to know.
Casually looking around like, I think I've got one on the floor around here somewhere.
Look, I've got so much stupid shit in here that it's not completely outside the realm of possibility.
Ollie's
I have
actually
very
recording from
small
inside of a
sheets.
warehouse.
It might as well be.
Not quite.
That's
Not quite the right noise.
Peck's trying real hard. But it's just like a really like wobble sound, and it's just it's so good.
Wobble.
Wobble.
That's going to be the clip we use.
Wobble. But yeah, there you go. That's my second pick. A thunder sheet. Go and wobble.
Going wobble wobble.
Going wobble.
Oh, Mr. Wobble Wobble.
Oh, that might be my favourite joke in the podcast, like, at all so far. 9 episodes and we finally got to that.
Yes, give me your satisfying laughter. Excellent.
Yes.
Right, Jay.
I'm rapidly rewriting my list as we go because I'm getting so many ideas. My next pick is going to be the Wilhelm scream.
Oh,
There is something really satisfying
Damn you, Jay.
about picking it up in a movie and just going, it's still going strong.
Yeah.
I am so looking forward to Ollie's attempt at this.
Oh God.
Here we go. Do you need to listen to it for reference?
No, I've got this. I listened to it not that long ago because it was on my list, and I was like, what does it sound like again? Oh yeah. So wait, it's quite distant. It's like a... Wah! That was terrible. That wasn't even fucking close. I don't know how to do the scream.
Sounded
also
more like
have
R2D2.
Okay, well this is another
That's a
one
good
for our film shake up. Is you need to now insert Ollie's version of the Wilhelm scream, where actual Wilhelm screams occur.
Oh no. Oh, that wouldn't be good. Oh, okay, get that
be
one off
so
the list. Curse you, Jay. Curse you.
Oh dear. I guess that's back to me then. I've got 2 picks in a row here, so I'll do 2 quite similar sounds, but from 2 very different sources. Yeah. So the first one, I'm going to go with the sound of waves lapping on a beach.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's one of the most relaxing sounds I think I've ever found in nature. When you're sat on the beach and you just hear that slow shh, shh of it coming up onto the sand or over some rocks. It's a beautiful sound.
Really
And on a
solid.
similar kind of note, my next pick is going to be from a website called mynoise.net, which is a generative white noise website where you can adjust the frequencies of the different parts of the white noise and modulate them so it's never quite the same the whole time, and you can adjust it to block out the frequencies of human speech. It is a lifesaver for me. I put it on my headphones trying to get some work done, people trying to talking all around me. It's gone instantly. All I can hear is this waves kind of sound that doesn't stay the same so that it's stuck in your head and you can just hear it. It kind of just smooths everything over. It's beautiful.
Ooh, that's fun. That's a solid... what are we wording that as for the list?
You could put white noise generator. It's not necessarily just white noise because you can design it yourself. If you want to listen to some pink noise or some brown noise, you can.
Shit yourself noise.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to listen to some...
If that's what brown noise is, what is pink noise?
You don't want to know.
Don't want to know. It's like
I'm
pink
surprised you're not more worried
kryptonite.
about white noise.
Wilhelm's other scream.
Touche.
Well, that's great. I put a link to it for you to play around with it at your own leisure.
Ooh, thank you.
But I
That
would
does sound
recommend.
fun.
It's very relaxing.
I do feel bad because I'm going to slightly spoil this relaxing atmosphere that we're starting to build together on this podcast and come in with my next pick as a do 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 do. And this is the rest of the podcast. This just continues in a loop until somebody breaks the cycle.
Oh, it is great.
It is great.
Listened to that song so many times. It's slightly concerning, actually.
My sister introduced me to a version of this where the manamana is replaced with banana milk. Still works.
Yeah.
Banana milk.
That
The
does
thing
actually
that I
work
like
very
about this sound is you could be really anywhere and make that sound, and I guarantee that someone would do the response to the call.
well. Oh, guaranteed. Yeah.
Like, supermarket, someone's going to do it. Out in town, someone's going to do it. Forest in the middle of
Funeral.
nowhere, completely isolated.
Funeral, you bet your
Maybe.
ass someone's going to do it.
I was about to say this could be a good challenge for our listeners, but I don't know if we want to be disrupting the peace like that.
But no, you just do it in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, as Seth said, and somebody responds, and you're like, "Ah, fuck, that's not so satisfying anymore. That's scary territory."
Suddenly
Dearly
it's haunting.
beloved, you may now mana.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wow. Well,
Excellent.
Ollie, it is your third pick.
Okay, for my third pick, Jay, I require you to move your microphone in such a way that the springs go boing as they were doing earlier. That's the one.
Like that? Was that the...
Yeah,
is that
that's perfect. That's all we
that
need.
sucks.
Sorry,
my
Pex.
teeth on edge.
Part of the reason
not
that
in a
I
good
enjoy
way,
it is because you guys hate it quite so much. I think it sounds cool. It's like somebody's doing something underwater. Like, you
For
know,
listeners'
doing
benefit,
some
I heard
task.
nothing. That was completely silent for me.
Yeah.
Only
the
Jay-
problem
only
is
Jay
I have
doesn't
to edit this, and I have to remember in my notes that I'm not supposed to edit that one out. So
So, listeners, if you didn't hear anything at all, Pex didn't do his job
Yeah.
properly.
sorry, I was too good at my job, and therefore I'm sacked.
Actually,
Get
what Ollie was
out.
really saying is just those moments where I'm not talking is the most satisfying thing.
Hey, that was implied. That was implied. You didn't have to say it out loud.
Saying the quiet part out loud.
But no, just like the underwater resonation. I really quite enjoy it. I think it's great.
Ollie,
Yeah.
could you read out your pick from the sheet just for the benefit of our listeners?
Pex has put it in as Mike Arm Tom Fuckery.
I think that is accurate. That is what that is.
It is accurate, and I like it. That's a good way of putting it. Top tier.
Right, we are on to the final pick of the third round, which is a Pex pick. It's a difficult one for me, this. I need to come up with it.
Would you like some Mike Arm Tom
Shut
Fuckery
up.
sounds while you think?
No,
Do some
shut up.
ASMR with the mic.
No, you're ruining my pick, right? This is just...
I think he's broken.
He's
No,
going
my
for the
pick is an
sound
awkward silence.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. There it is.
Satisfying sound.
I love the sound of an awkward silence. There is nothing funnier on earth.
Is your pick specifically
Awkward
awkward silence? Not just any silence, but
Not a
awkward
disappointed silence. An awkward
No, not
silence.
not a disappointed silence, not a tranquil silence, an awkward silence. It is fucking funny when something happens and then everyone goes stony silent, or when someone makes a joke that does not land at all. That is the funniest shit in the world, and I always have to really hold myself back from laughing at it, because I feel like if you let someone do something stupid, have an awkward silence, and then start laughing, that's rude.
I finally understand why Pex says quite so many jokes, because either way with the response, he's happy. We've got laughter as one of his satisfying sounds and awkward silence as the other.
Yeah, well, I mean, the great thing is when I tell a joke, there are 3 possible responses, all of which I love. The first one is the laughter, which is, it's wonderful. The second one is the awkward silence, which is mwah, chef's kiss, perfection. But the other one is the groan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
So
Solid.
my fourth pick is the groan that you get when you tell a terrible pun, or when you try and engage in a young people's meme around young people. That also is a fantastic opportunity for a groan.
Yeah.
We do
So
love that.
easy. Particularly from teenagers, it's so easy to get the groan. You don't need to try. You can just anything, and they go, it's so embarrassing.
It's even better if you do memes that are significantly out of date, that they were familiar with when it came around, but they just do not land anymore. But they will be aware of them. They'll be like, oh my god, that's so uncool.
That's so cringe.
No, the most modern meme that you can find used poorly is also good chance there.
Oh yeah, there is.
I am feeling your Riz levels rising. You're aura farming right now.
Mogging you.
So
Yeah,
sway.
I'm saying my aura levels are going to be about 6, 7.
I'm not even a teenager and I'm cringing.
I got Jay.
You got all three. You got laughter from Jay, awkward silence from me, and a groan from Ollie. Like, you got the trifecta.
That is the perfect trifecta. I'm so happy.
We're in a happy place. Oh no! We're in Pex's happy place.
I can't wait for the edit on that one.
Oh God.
I do have this
Fantastic.
beautiful mental image, though, Pex, of you just stood in the middle of a stage with just awkward silence all around, but you have just this satisfied, serene smile on your face, just like, yes, this is
As
the
things
atmosphere I
should be.
wanted.
I had a former colleague who absolutely got my sense of humour when it came to awkward silences and groans. Who, like, we would just muddle through the most broken conversations that made no sense whatsoever, but we would do it in a room that sometimes had other people in it, and when other people were in the room, they would look at us with such disdain and confusion.
Beautiful.
But, it was our idea of comedy gold, but everyone else was always like, "What? Just leave us alone. Go away."
Incredible. Top tier. Oh, is it my turn again?
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
We are snake drafting here.
I never remember that. That's the issue. My next satisfying sound is the cartoon fast run sound. The diddly that one with like the bells and the whistles and the.
I always kind of imagine that as the like trying to tiptoe quickly sound. Like if you're
No, not that one. Not the like twinkle toes. Not the Mr. Krabs twinkle toes. I mean the
Okay.
one that's like a small cacophony of bits and bobs all like jingling and jangling. Quite like Shaggy
I'm
and
trying to place
Scooby.
this
It's the
sound
Shaggy
effect.
and
I think-
Scooby sound. You know when they do the like legs
yes.
spinning.
Yeah.
The
That
spinning
sound.
legs.
But they're not moving.
Spinny legs
Yeah.
I
about
just wouldn't
to
really
start
describe it as
sprinting.
like a ding-a-ling thing. It's more like a dumble-um thing for
Yeah.
mine. It's a lower register thing, which for some reason for me has a U rather than an I.
Yeah, there you go. The dumb alum one. Which, given that there's at least 4 instruments involved in making that sound, I can't do that. I'm not going to be able to make that sound with my voice. No chance.
That's not going to stop us from trying, apparently.
But yeah, there you go. My 4th sound. Cartoon Shaggy
that
and
is an
Scooby
awesome pick.
getting ready to sprint.
So many yikes followed by dumble-um.
What dumb
Produced.
alum.
And I've hit my microphone, so I've managed to do one of Ollie's other favourite noises.
Yes, I'm winning.
We've hit the jaw factor of Ollie's noises. Have we got any more we want to do on that?
Hey, if somebody just like steps away from their mic at the moment and stubs their toe, then we'll get it.
I'll just go grab my thunder sheet. Be right back.
Oh fuck! Yes, there it is. Thank you very much.
Right, we've managed to sate Ollie's audio needs. So let's move on to Jay's 4th pick.
My 4th pick, I say this, and I say this knowing that I'm probably going to get groans of phrasing here, but it is a noise that I would associate with just a complete release, and it is screaming at the top of your lungs on a roller coaster, usually making a woo or a whippy or just a complete expulsion of air and sound. That is just a complete thrill. I mean, I associate that with a roller coaster, but it could really be anything, whether you're in a soft top car, fast moving vehicle, or even just, those moments where you just feel that kind of like random, we have free choice. I'm just in the middle of a supermarket. I'm going to scream. I'm gonna turn away from my microphone and try and recreate this neighbor rage-inducing noise.
I know.
Yeah,
well,
that's
that
a
was wonderful, and
satisfying
particularly
sound.
given where you started that sentence. I'm very glad that it ended with the roller coaster scream.
I'm really glad that's where that went.
As a follow-up, the anticipation to that noise is the clicking that is the roller coaster kind of dragging you up the tracks. That's also a very satisfying sound.
Yeah, and it could be on someone's draft board in a moment. I do quite like the kind of the thrilled scream. I do think that's a fantastic one. Although I think it's very context dependent, because once again at a funeral, maybe.
Not the time. Please.
I mean, maybe if somebody were to suddenly get vertigo, it's, ooh.
Just screaming as you go down to floor level.
I can hear Pex practicing the awkward silence.
He doesn't need to practice. He mastered it a long time ago.
This is my domain. I was born in the awkward silence, raised in it.
A good sound indeed. Top tier. I'm bad
Ollie-
at awkward
Ollie broke up that
silences.
one.
You can't make me. You can't. If a silence is occurring, I have to say something, and I am willing to make myself look stupid to do it. You can't do this to me. Seth,
It's brilliant. Like, we haven't had
Save us
very
from
many
this
awkward
silence.
silences. We really haven't had all that many awkward silences on the podcast, but the couple of them that we have had that I have left in have been a couple of my funniest moments as well. Like, I have enjoyed a few. But anyway, after that wonderful scream of a pick, we are on to Sef's final pick of the 4th round.
You worried me that this was my final pick there for a second. Of the 4th round, right, good.
Yeah, there's a qualifier in there, we're good.
I'm going to go with a very context-dependent sound. It is the sound of your front door closing behind you at the end of a long day. You've had a really long day. You drive home, you're tired, you got your stuff, you get through those doors, you throw it onto the floor, hang it up wherever it goes, you turn around, and you close it, and it's got that satisfying, and that's it. The day is gone behind you, and now it is peace.
you are
That's-
free. Free at last.
That is honestly one of the most freedomy sounds that there is that kazunk.
You get me.
That's just a solid one. No explanation needed, I fear.
I don't have much to say about it. It's a very specific sound, it's a specific feeling. I feel like we could all relate to it a little.
I think it's also a proper advantage of the good old-fashioned door. Like, if we do head towards that futuristic scenario that they've always shown us that the future will look like with those electronic sliding doors, and given how little noise electric cars made until they forced them to make noise, you'd lose that wonderful, satisfying thunk that you get when that door closes behind you. Like, that would be a miserable place to be.
I don't want like the Star Trek doors, I want a nice solid thud and click, It's a good sound.
Understand.
I suppose I have to do my next pick, the first pick of the 5th round.
I suppose you
Apologies.
must.
I'm going to go back to... Well, no, let's go for this one. This, you're out for a walk. You're walking alongside a river. Maybe you're walking out in the forests, and you find a bridge. And you go under the bridge. And as you're walking under the bridge, you just think, oh, it's a bit echoey in here. There's a bit of reverb. I'm going to whistle or clap. The echo back, that sound, the reverb of being under a bridge.
That's a good one. Like, did you ever go on walks, and have you ever been on walks where you go through the really long, old railway bridges? The ones that go through hillsides, and it's like, it's a good 5-minute walk in, like, pitch blackness, but the echoes are impeccable.
Similarly, like, quite cavernous caves are quite good for such echoey noises as well.
As opposed to non-cavernous caves.
Yeah, I'm talking about the ones where you've got more space uninterrupted, though. Like, not. What am I actually talking about? I don't know. I've lost my mind.
I do agree, because like if you go to the catacombs in Paris, yeah, you're underground. It's cave-ish, but there's no echo in there. The corridors are too narrow. You don't have the resonation chamber. It's not big enough.
I mean, whether it's a clap, whether it's a whistle, whether it's a like throwing a rock, it's all great. Like that reverb back that kind of resonates the same frequency of that specific bridge. Love that.
A good time.
Jay has been awfully quiet for the past
I
few. I think they've been
Jay
pondering
is
something
practicing
over there.
his long silences.
I am meditating. I'm at peace. I was also just thinking of the science of the reverb of a bridge as well, but I didn't want to tangent us, so I'm just going to keep that.
Oh, you're more than welcome to go on a sciencey tangent. I think all of us are nerdy enough that we're quite happy to do the science if we want to.
Well, you could have an interesting experiment there. If anyone's familiar with what schools use to teach music with boom whackers, you might be familiar that you get different harmonics based on the length of the bridge and whether it's open at both ends, one end. If it's closed at neither, I would call an emergency service. That's probably not the bridge you want to be under.
It wasn't when you went in.
You probably heard a rather large sound following entering a tunnel like this, and it's an experience we'd love to hear from you if you made it out. But yeah, if you walk through a bridge, whether it's open-ended or closed at one end, if it's more of a tunnel or a cave, you will find at different positions within that bridge that you'll reach different harmonic resonances, and of course the sound that you make will have a big impact on this, and yeah, it's interesting.
I can imagine if the bridge you're walking under has it's like a suspension bridge, that's gonna do some stuff as well, because wires make some fun resonations.
Oh, and then you have dampening as an effect to take into account as well.
That is a good point. Good stuff. Solid.
This has been Science Corner.
I like a nice short, sharp attack followed by the reverb of a noise.
I appreciate the way you described that, because that does lead me on to my pick for the 5th round.
An attack?
It's sharp.
Somebody being attacked?
Assault?
There are knives involved.
Ooh.
I really like the sound. You typically see it on a sort of TikTok-esque short or reel where somebody is doing some sort of ASMR cooking video, and usually it's going to be something like a roast potato or breaded chicken. And to demonstrate that their cooking has reached this elevated level of cuisine, they take the knife and they scrape it over the top, or they cut through and you get a nice crunch or a crackle, and it's a very satisfying sound.
Very ASMR, that particular one. Like an ASMR cooking channel style.
I'm not actually much of a fan of ASMR, though. I know that may disappoint some of our listeners, but when you get some of them where it's more of like a lot of like a makeup tutorial or something like that, where it's lots of bottles opening and sprays and all of that
like
sort of thing.
Fingernails tapping on the outside of the like tub.
No,
Nah,
it doesn't
get me
relax me. But that crunch, it's just I want to eat. Whatever it is, I don't care if it crunch. Well, hold a second. I do care. It has to be edible and legal.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's a good one. Because like you have that like experience of like, I now know what that would be like to bite into, and I want to so bad. It looks so tasty.
I think it really does enhance the visual, in all honesty.
See, when you said knife, my thought was going to go to like knife sharpening, like the.
That's what I thought you were going to go as well, and that's terrible. I do not like that sound personally.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's not a satisfying sound.
That's a necessary evil, that one.
I'm not like sitting around at home sharpening knives going, ah, yes, the sound. Just so we're clear. But I think it's a good one.
That is a wonderful pick. 5th pick for Ollie.
Let's go. My pick is going to be, you know when you've got a lake that's frozen over, but it's a really thin bit of ice. It's not like a big chunky one, and you skim a stone across the top and it makes the most incredible sounds you've ever heard. absolutely top tier. So satisfying to make the sound, and it like the sounds you're making are going to be dependent on like how thick the ice is, what shape and size your lake or pond is. It's just all great. Unfortunately, in the UK, of course, we don't get that much ice, meaning that anytime it happens, it's such like a special treat, and you're like, ooh.
That is an excellent choice. It's like the sound doesn't seem like it should come from that.
Yeah, it's I think a similar principle to the thunder sheet of like it's a big set like rigid board or plane that's wibbly wobbling that just makes such a good sound, but there's something about them. Yeah, iced over lake, just wibble wobbling sound.
If anyone would agree with this, but I would call that the hockey sound. That's the thing that kind of springs to mind, or that might just be related to watching that Jack Frost film where they use stones as hockey pucks. But
the Jack
Frost.
I
think it is similar to the ice hockey pucks, isn't it? It does make a bit of a.
Oh, does it? I've never noticed that. But I also haven't watched masses of ice hockey.
It almost sounds a bit like a laser.
It does. It does.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different sound.
Ah.
I know
I'm not
what
talking
sound
about,
you mean.
like,
That is also satisfying.
Ice cracking. You'll have to, if you've not heard it, you'll have to look it up. Find a YouTube video. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there with that specific sound. But it's very like, it's a bit lasery. It's quite like, it's just so satisfying to make. You throw a thing and it's like, it's so much fun.
Is it similar to the sound that they use in cinema when you have like a long metal cable that's like snaking out? It's because that's got a kind of lasery.
Yeah,
almost. I'm going to quickly pop it in the WhatsApp just so that we're all on the same page. It almost sounds like birdsong.
But yeah, the thickness of the ice, once it gets too thick, it doesn't make sounds anymore. But it needs to be quite thin. But like the thickness of the ice and the size and shape of the lake are all going to be changing the exact sound you get. And yeah, it's just a lovely wintertime treat.
I definitely had the wrong noise there. That is
I had the wrong noise in my head as well. That is incredible.
Right? It's so good. People listening who do not know the sound I'm talking about, please look it up. And even if you do, look it up because it's so satisfying. And yeah, just a top tier sound.
Did we have a similar sound, do you think, Pex? It's like a similar thing. You drop like a rock onto thick ice,
yes.
And it's like a hollow kind of echoey noise.
Oh yeah, that was what I was thinking of as well. Yes.
I know the sound you're thinking. That is a satisfying sound, to be fair, but that's quite thick ice, I feel. Like
That is a wonderful pick that I didn't realise was as good as it was, so I have to give like extra credit there. I therefore get to do my 5th and 6th picks because we are snake drafting here. I think because of the whole, discussion earlier about the way that a sound can be a little bit different based on, reverberations and impacts and all sorts, I'm going to pick one that actually is kind of quite a few sounds in one, but it fits under a single category. And mine is the category of the sound of water falling.
What variety?
Because there are so many different ways this can sound incredible. Rainfall sounds fantastic. Waterfalls sound fantastic. And the splodge of just a water, like a single drip of water dropping into a bucket, is also a wonderful noise. So I would say that is the noise of water falling. And you can get it in all sorts of different reverberations, but I think it sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Water
hard
falling
agree.
Is an excellent sound.
I think my favourite personally is probably rain.
I love a good waterfall.
I'm with Seth on this one. Waterfalls are calming and nice. Ooh, also when you get a very powerful waterfall and it's quite an overwhelming rushing sound, that's quite nice as well.
But like rain on a tin roof, ooh, that's so good.
I mean, I do think that the surface the rain is impacting on does make a massive difference to how high quality the rain is. Like if you're in a building that has a see-through structure at the top, often glass, but sometimes that kind of plasticky fake structure on the top as well, like getting to see the water droplets and then hearing the pitter patter on top. That is a really, really cool noise. But I also probably do prefer the waterfall of the two.
Betrayal from all angles.
I know.
No winning
what
for
can we
me.
say?
Pex is not on your side.
Pex is not on my side. Pex! How could you do this to me? Betrayal.
My final satisfying sound. I have previously made allusions to my enjoyment of a certain sport, and the sport I am talking about is badminton. So the noise that I find really satisfying is a completely clean hit in a racket sport.
Yeah.
Sounds so satisfying. It's the wonderful kind of bing noise that you're just like, yes, wonderful.
I was thinking of like the whoosh of the racket.
I think it's all together. It's the whoosh of the racket. It's the bing on the thing that you're hitting. Everything.
Yeah, like the whole combination is so
experience.
nice. It goes from the whoosh to the bing to the from the person on the other team.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Very satisfying. And particularly when you just know that it's going exactly where you planned it to go.
Oh yeah, it's
At
such a
speed.
good moment. And to be honest, sometimes that noise is so satisfying that when your hit is clean and goes straight into the net, you're still like, nope, that felt good. I have excised some demons with that hit.
Hell yeah. Speaking of excising demons, my next pick is, you know when you get a friend to pop your back? Like you do the hands crossed in front of your chest and then they like pick you up and backwards and all of your spine goes like snap, crackle and pop.
Should we try some Foley work on this one?
Oh,
Yeah. I can usually get a couple
I
going.
think Jay might not have enjoyed that noise.
Yeah, not on my list of satisfying sounds. That one. It's a very. What's the word I'm looking for? I want to say like a specific sound, or it's a very impactful sound, but a satisfying one. I don't know.
Experientially satisfying because you can feel all of your all the bits of your spine all going, popping. And I think knuckle popping is less satisfying because it's a much higher pitch. If it's your back cracking, it tends to be
It is
quite like a much deeper pitch, and like my back feels so like it doesn't even necessarily make you feel better, but it does mentally make you go ah. So there you go. My final sound is somebody cracking your back. Popping. Pop and crackle. It's a good time.
Snap, crackle and pop.
Snap, crackle and pop.
You're making me hungry. Stop it.
But yes, I think we're back round to Jay.
Satisfying sounds. I do have a lot of other natural sounds on my list, and I really in some respects wish that I hadn't spent most of this draft kind of obeying my whims, because there's a few that I would have liked to have made the actual cut, but over the course of the past kind of 45 minutes or so, there is one pick that I cannot not pick. I'm very much a cinema fan, a cinema buff, however you might like to refer to people who enjoy the art of cinema. And as much as that is a large part of visual experience, what people do with cinema nowadays is just fantastic. There is also a lot to be said about the unspoken heroes in the sound department who do all of the audio work for some of the greatest pieces out there. I mean, you'll know names like Hans Zimmer, David Powell, I think it is, who did the How to Train Your Dragon score. There are some fantastic film scores out there. My favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future, and I am going to say that my final satisfying sound is particularly the Back to the Future soundtrack, for the main reason of its use of sound to instill a sense of suspense, particularly in one of the last scenes of that film. You have the very classic Back to the Future do 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 do, but every time they pause it and there's this almost do 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 do, and something happens, the tree will break or the plug will come unplugged, or you've got this ticking clock that at any moment you feel like Marty is not going to make it back to his present timeline. And I've lost count of the number of times I've seen this film, and it is the soundtrack and the film score that puts me on the edge of my seat every time I rewatch Back to the Future.
Okay, I like the cell, I like the pitch. Are we counting an entire soundtrack as a sound?
I think you got to limit it somewhat here.
Like,
not to rules lawyer too hard.
An entire soundtrack? Are you going to defend that?
Would it be okay if, like I
defense.
said, music?
Yeah, the
Like-
Sound of Music. The musical, the
Wow,
entire musical.
I think it's a bit too broad. I think you've got to have to at least narrow it down to like a section of the soundtrack here for us, Jay.
Like one
I will-
motif.
Happily say the suspense moments in the soundtrack. Even if you strip everything out, the use of suspense, and you could say it's the use of suspense in cinema. Back to the Future is certainly not the only film that uses this as a trick to build suspense, but pauses in music are just as important as the music itself.
So the sound of silence once again, but this time within music.
Suspenseful silence as opposed to awkward
Suspenseful
silence.
Okay, I'll take suspenseful silence.
You could say it's anticipation.
Okay, Doctor.
Well,
okay,
this
Dr.
episode
Frankenfurter.
might as well just be called the Random Silences episode, because that's what we've inserted at multiple points now. I'm going to enjoy the number of times that people are going to be checking their audio player or whatever it is they've got coming out of going, why is it just stop? Oh, it's going again.
Oh, it's good
okay.
again. No, that was a purposeful silence. I see.
That silence was there to fit the narrative.
To build suspense.
To build suspense. I actually
Well, with
hate
that
this so
silence, we
much.
built suspense.
I hate it so much. It's my least favourite thing in the whole world.
Right,
I think
okay.
we've managed to build
okay.
the suspense now for Seth's final pick and the final pick of the
of the
satisfying
draft.
sounds.
Final pick. That I still have so many that I could go for, but I'm going to go for one of the weirder ones that I really just like. This is how they made the sound of the blasters in the original Star Wars films. It's done with a slinky. You take a metallic slinky, you stretch it out, you attach a microphone to the slinky, and then you hit it with a metal object, and it makes that laser blasting sound that's become so iconic. If you have not done this for yourself, you should. It is incredibly satisfying. Otherwise, just look up a video. I can pop a video in the WhatsApp for you there. I've had it queued up for a while.
Ready to go.
Give it a listen. I've already got it starting at the right point for you to hear some of the sounds. I love a good reverb in general. Spring reverb, plate reverb, whatever it is. But seeing it used in this way, I love that in particular.
Yeah,
This
It's
is
a very
it's
cool concept.
Satisfying sound, but I am finding Pex's descriptions of sounds today to be particularly satisfying.
Yeah, 100%. He's got the language for it really down solidly.
I don't know what you're on about. I don't think any of these are that weird.
Seth, how has Pex described your final pick?
He's gone for slinky stretch bang bang brackets pew pew close bracket pew pew.
I feel like that's an accurate description.
I have only just noticed what you did for my very final one, which was back cracking, which is back crack, and then in brackets, not sack.
It's a shame I don't release the boards. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
Only some.
A couple. Every now and again. But no. No, Star Wars blaster sounds are very, very good.
Well,
Solid
that
final
means
pick.
we have actually made it to the end of our draft. So I'm guessing that means up next is honourable mentions. Has anyone got any they want to chuck in?
Oh, I have so many. I'm just going to read a few of them without explanation here. I've got pinch harmonics on a guitar. I've got the sound of silence. I've got the crack of thunder, the PS1 boot screen, the Game Boy sound when you turn it on, music boxes, the crisp of a pastry crunching, and lightsaber hum.
Yeah, those are fantastic noises. I do love those. I did have a couple. I didn't pick them for my draft because I'm getting the impression that I don't get votes when I do football related things. But for me, the cheer when a team scores a goal is always fantastic, particularly when it's my team. And the same for the cheer at the end of a match when you've won. That is also fantastic, particularly if it was a very close game and you've just about ground a result over the line. The referee's whistle goes and the stadium goes absolutely mad. I love that as well. So, a couple of honourable football mentions on the end.
I've got classic white noise of, crackling fire, crunching leaves.
Yes.
And then bubble wrap popping. Very satisfying for you. Everyone else, awful. Anyone in your vicinity having a bad time? You? Oh, yeah. Having a good time.
Oh, crackling fire is a great one. I wish I'd thought of that. I love crackling fires.
It's kind of true for a lot of sounds that they're satisfying when you're the one doing them.
Like a clicking pen. Clicking a pen, incredibly wonderful to do. Anyone else in your vicinity clicking a pen, homicide. Kill them. Awful. Particularly when you're in an exam or in like a quiet study hall or something and somebody's clicking a pen. If I'm clicking the pen, I'm having a great time. If you're clicking the pen, neither of us are going to be having a great time if you carry on.
Even the sound of like a pen scratching across paper as you're like writing something really fast. Satisfying when you're doing it. Horrible when somebody else is doing it.
Or like a pencil on paper if you're sketching, like just the so good.
I'd say that applies to humming and whistling as well, because the feeling of the vibrations inside your mouth is quite nice, especially with a hum when you go for like a really deep hum and you can kind of feel like the tingles in your top lip. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, humming a drone is very satisfying to do, but if anyone else is humming a drone, kill them.
Yes.
Awful.
Oh, yes. Right, well, I believe that has brought us to the end, so it's time for us to go through our draft boards. Seth.
My draft this week. We had the THX deep note sound. We had the sound of waves lapping on a beach. We had adjustable white noise generators. We had the front door closing behind you at the end of a long day, the reverb of being under a bridge, and slinky stretch bang bang brackets pew pew brackets.
Fabulous.
Jay.
My board this week was clicky keyboards, the Wilhelm scream, the Muppets theme, do 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 do, the roller coaster scream, and when I say I mean anyone screaming on roller coasters. It's quite fun when other people do it as well, especially if you're not the only one. Knife crackles when people cut into crackly food or run a knife over very nicely glazed food. And the use of suspense in music across the film industry, but notably in Back to the Future.
Ollie.
Real quick, the amount of self-restraint it took for me to not go banana when you did the do-do-do-do's.
Oh,
incredible.
Anyway, Ollie.
Silence.
Mine is my list is distant expletives, the sound that a thunder sheets make. Thank you very much, Seth. Mic arm tomfuckery, specifically Jay's mic arm, because something about it it's got the good springs in it. The sound of like. There we go. Another one that Pex needs to remember not to edit out. The cartoon fast run sound, specifically the one that like Shaggy and Scooby use. The sound of a stone skimming across ice, and the sound of back crack brackets not sack end brackets.
Okay, and my picks for today were the sound of laughter, the sound of opening a can of fizzy drink, an awkward silence, a groan in response to a joke or reference, the sound of water falling, and the sound of a clean hit in a racket sport. So you can, of course, vote for your favourite of those lists in the poll that we have obviously got on our Spotify at the moment. Thank you so much for listening. Please do give us a 5-star review, like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is that you do on your various platforms. Any engagement really helps us to push the podcast out. So thank you so much to everyone who has already done so. If you like the podcast, also please do tell a friend, tell a family member, tell anyone. And if you didn't like the podcast, please send it to an ex-partner. Oh, next draft.
Next draft, we mustn't forget.
Whose is the next draft?
I believe it's yours.
It's me!
It's you.
Yay!
Yes! I get to pick the next draft, and for the next draft, I'm going to be picking the fish, not fish draft. There you go.
What?
We're going to draft things that are called fish, but are not actually fish. They can't actually be a fish. No fish allowed. No fish here. Well, it's not a fishy draft, it's a fish, not fish draft. Got it?
Does it? Well, wait. It has to be a fish, but it can't be a fish.
No, it can't be a fish. It's got to be called something that's a fish, but
It's
it can't
gotta
be a fish.
So, like, something that lives in the water but isn't actually a fish would not count.
Okay. Yes, doesn't count. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, like, for instance, the classic example of this, because this is that there is another podcast called the Regulation Podcast, which I quite enjoyed and got sort of this idea from. They did a dog not dog draft, and a hot dog is called a dog, but it 100% is not a dog.
Okay.
Okay. So it's got to be called the thing, but it can't be the thing. Make sense?
Sure. Let's go
fish,
with it.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
Fish, not
really
fish.
fishy.
Yeah, well, we will see next time how that goes. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Make my fucking sphincter clench so hard.
Oh no, I ruined it.